biggest games Neville Arena has ever hosted. Welcome to the jungle. It is number 16 Alabama and number 12 Auburn. The last visiting team to win on this court was Alabama. The regular season crown. Controlled by Auburn. Grant Nelson didn't even get off the floor for Alabama. Janai Broome, number 4, key for Auburn, had a huge game in game 1, 25 points against Alabama in a loss.
Yeah, the advantage Auburn has is 4 in white, and they got to go to him early.
Donaldson pulls up and knocks it down, a wide open jump shot for the 6'3" sophomore out of Tallahassee, Florida. Alabama starting 5, Sears the leading scorer in the conference. Griffin had a huge game in their first meeting, knocking down 4 threes, and he knocks down his first one tonight. Already has a bucket. Jalen Williams, again, Broome is the guy to watch for. Inside, no contact, no foul called. And Alabama will push every chance they get. Estrada's 3, they are 2 for 2 from deep already.
2 or 3 steps higher than normal against the Crimson Tide.
48 three-point attempts in a game. Williams, the veteran, backing in Griffin. He's got inches on him, and the little floater goes.
He can step out and also punish you at the rim.
Sears bounces it. That's an easy flush for Nelson. The switch was late from Denver Jones.
Alabama is the toughest cover that Auburn has all year long because they are so good at their slipping action. Multiple guys can shoot threes. They put so much pressure on you defensively.
Alabama fast start, 3 for 3. Another floater, Donaldson. Donaldson's moved into the starting rotation for Aiden Holloway, the 5-star recruit who will get nearly as many minutes, if not more, than Donaldson will eventually get. Good fake by Williams. He drives, kisses it off the window, and Jalen Williams. Nelson's 3 on the way, too strong. Long rebound. Here's Donaldson again. He gets it. He's 3 for 3.
Very aggressive, right? Are those Auburn guards? All gas, no brakes. Exactly the start offensively that Bruce Pearl wants.
Sears tries for the first time. He flips it up. He gets the friendly roll. Mark already got 6 points early, and the shooting for both teams red hot.
Yeah, the defensive numbers for Auburn are better than they are for Alabama coming in.
Pretty pass from Broome, who's improved dramatically in that category, to Williams. None of them are afraid to launch, and Johnson misses a 3. Cardwell's a terrific shot blocker. Chaney Johnson, number 31, also on the floor. Sears, nobody better, man. He can quiet a crowd.
You've got to make Auburn.
Mazzara launches a 3. That's off, and the loose ball to Sears. And they will fly down the floor. Oh, we got it to go. What a play.
SEC basketball in these big-time games. And Sears, so strong, man. Just one of the most versatile guards in college ball. 1 in red.
Chad Baker-Mazzara hangs, and he will.
The only Power 5 player in the country with over 440 points.
Who had a huge game against Mississippi State, a season-high 14. He's into the game on the baseline, a very good 3-point shooter for Alabama. Griffin rolls it. There's a whole bunch of contact on the ball, and a steal for Auburn. Holloway's first 3, got it. No good, and Cardwell rips it down. Johnson forcing the action.
In second place to anybody, not this year. Both the Big 12 and the SEC.
Teams in for Joe Lunardi, and Georgia's kind of hovering on the outside. Loose ball picked up. Mazzara can't get it to go. Off the missed free throw, Walters brought it down. Road games in particular have been such a challenge for the high-ranked teams. Griffin, floater, no good. Rebound underneath, thrown back up, and we'll have 2 free throws. Learn from their first game about how to defend Alabama.
I'm struggling to hear you. That's how loud it is, and Neville, a versatile guy that helps that front line.
Holloway far away from the basket. He had Pringle on him. He raises, and that 3 is off. Griffin had it and had it ripped away. Mazzara up and in.
Man, he has made 2 physical plays already in this game.
Estrada with a mismatch. He finds Pringle. He went up to dunk it, and he will lose the ball. And it's Pringle, who hasn't attempted a free throw in a handful of games.
For everybody else in the gym, he's back at work tonight.
It's 8-1. And Alabama, as Jimmy said, has won 4 in a row. The last 3 games, they're averaging almost 100. That is tipped back up and in by Janai Broom.
Auburn went with what you call Spain action. They stack it up in the middle, and KD Johnson then got a crease to get downhill.
And there's a turnover. Broom's first 2 of the night. They got a 4-point lead, trying to add to it. KD Johnson got it.
Also draws about 7 fouls per 40 minutes. Such a tough cover is 4 in white.
24 in White's Leor Berman. He gets in for the first time. That foul was on Reitzel, and there's a 3 that's knocked down right in front of the Alabama bench from Jalen Williams. Turn it right back over. Broom alley-oop, and he caught Reitzel looking. The flush from Williams. Here, not midway through the first half. Griffin had it knocked away by KD Johnson. Broom blocked from behind by Grant Nelson.
Janai Broom knew that his buddy had a mismatch on the inside, and as the ball was coming to Broom, he knew the entire time right here, I'm getting it to 2. And there it is, the seal-off, just a mismatch. And those 2 cats on the inside, Broom, Williams, can play high, low, and reverse it.
Williams feeling it. And he will pick up a foul. He'll shoot 2. Muhammad Diab in points already, and he will shoot his first free throw of the night.
Message sent from Bruce Pearl, message received so far by his guys.
Yeah, Williams to 13. To your point, they had 9 turnovers in the first half of that first matchup. Reitzel spot up 3, got it.
He made it, but that's not the shot that Alabama wants.
Estrada high over Broom. What a touch from Estrada.
Not only with the ball movement, how fast they are cutting when they have the ball is impressive.
Estrada, the transfer by Johnson. And he gets it to go, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play.
Big Alabama team. He gets almost 6 boards a game to be there with Joe Lunardi, but I think Tennessee should belong on that 1 seed line, along with Purdue, UConn, and Arizona.
Baker Mazzara pulls up, and they're going to get the foul on the shot. Nelson.
But that's being projected. I think Tennessee would be number 1. The most complete team is Tennessee, but I'm telling you, there's 4 or 5 teams said that maybe ever about this league. But that's how deep it is. And I saw a team last night, South Carolina, that is no joke.
Here's Nelson on the floor. They're going to get. Connecticut has been very impressive. Purdue for so many.
You're not. The team that's going to win it is the team that gets better.
Auburn 8 fouls, Alabama 7 in a 6-point game. Just under 7 to go in the first half of the Iron Bowl. Jones got a screen, fades away. That's a tough shot, knocked it down.
A couple of guys that can make some tough shots.
First field goal they've made in about 4 minutes. Stevenson left wide open, no good. That's going to be over the back on Estrada. On a 3-pointer he was fouled on, he knocked down. Reitzel got caught up in the air. Sears denied by Cardwell. 5 on the shot clock. Reitzel, good fake. Ooh, what a play by Reitzel, sticks his tongue out. That cold, he started out like a house of fire. He has 13 points in this half. Reitzel, too, that was such a big shot. He has not been shooting well lately. His last 2 games, 7 and 6 points. Nelson rolls to the rack.
Amen. There is no back down.
But against Auburn a couple of weeks ago, they asked him to be more aggressive. He went for 14 and 11. Alabama picks up the missed free throw. And a chance here to pull within 1. Griffin pulls up. That is, around and in.
And makes them pay.
They are 6 of 13 from the three-point line. That's too strong. Griffin picks up the rebound. He loses it. Holloway fires again.
Why? Ravi Holloway is shooting 23% South Carolina. And she came on the air with us last night. Alabama has shown that grit and moxie that Nate Oates was concerned with.
And a near turnover there as well. Oh, they got to get a little tighter with the basketball. This time the drive, and we're going to get a foul on the floor.
And Nate Oates knows it. And he's turning his older physical guard open threes, and he's now shooting below 23% in conference play.
Holloway and Chaney Johnson. Pringle right at him, and that's off the back iron. Holloway drives it all the way, and the whistle blew quickly from Doug Schaus. Halftime, we're dropping.
It's not positive. He's going to have to grow up within this game.
9:37 in favor of Auburn. Sears open. And Walters takes it. That doesn't go. Pringle, rebound, yes!
Yeah. What a response by Pringle, huh? To be suspended for a couple of games. But when he...
Back here, the free throw line has been how Alabama's been able to get last 9. Auburn have been free throws as well. Just what we'd expect. Tie game, 3:30 to go in the first half. Broom, whoa, look out. He went right by Pringle on a spin move, and he was able to convert on the layup. The 9 double-doubles. His passing.
A top 5 defense this year. I mean, his value to his team.
Wilson's 3. KD, the drive, finger roll, may have been blocked. He'll kick it out, and Broom will launch. Got it! Mark Sears hasn't scored in about 12 minutes. Walters, if he had a right hand, he had a chance for a layup. Instead, a turnover. Johnson, is that a goaltend? It is. Grant Nelson got it off the backboard. I don't think that's goaltending, Jimmy.
I don't get body-to-body contact.
Moore, great dish, and what a nice play inside by Williams to go to 15 points. Good defense that time by Johnson. The ball loose, and it's Auburn's up by 7. Great pass down low. Broom, yes! You can count that and send him to the line. Keep hearing about the different SEC players of the year. He's got to be in the conversation, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, Dalton Connect has the lead for Tennessee right now. This kid, Mark Sears for Alabama's in the conversation. Antonio Reeves, but certainly Janai Broom is one of those top 5 guys on your all-SEC team right now.
Estrada way down. They'll call the whistle before
seasons, 2 tournaments, and Bruce Pearl got the other 2 up for the show. It does not have the history of Duke and North.
He was an 8th grader when Harper and company went all the way to the Final Four. Big cut, Williams. That was a good clean deflection, but Broom picked it up and laid it in.
Loss, 25-14.
Yeah, he's got 10 of their last 12 points, and the front line advantage for Auburn has been a huge difference here the last few minutes. Broom finding a lane, got it to go. You can't stop Broom. Reitzel, that's way off to the left. Oh, what a stayed alive, and here's Williams.
And then the very next possession, Jalen Williams gets out in front of Alabama. The save of the pass, aggressive, all gas, but some breaks.
Yeah. The point that Dowling and Farney were making back in the studio. We'll get to them in 10 seconds.
I can't hear you again, by the way.
It's okay, you don't need to. Not that important. Sears with 3. Is he gonna get it off? No, he's not. And KD Johnson was a pain, and Sears ties a school record in a half. That was set against Indiana, only 1 turnover. And the 9 turnovers for Alabama led to 15 Auburn points. Mark Sears disappeared. He didn't score in the last 15 minutes of the half. They were a little too big and a little too strong, and they start right away. But Williams knocks it down. Steph and the Warriors at the Chase Center. Coverage will tip with 40%
is a low rate for opponents to shoot at the rim.
And you talked about forcing Sears to his right, which they have really tried to do, and they're got victimized that time. He goes with his left, right up and over. Then 85% free throw shooter. Sears with his body. Donaldson all the way, left-handed, no good. Rip rebound. Up and in. All the credit in the world goes to Chris Moore. There's a steal. Oh, KT Johnson, a circus shot. Couldn't get it to go.
He should get points just for the effort.
Stevenson got mugged from behind
and choked off his water. Not easy.
To his own off a 14-point game. That's the first point. Out-rebounded them on the offensive glass by 3. Where does Alabama get their points tonight? Griffin will fire away. That's good.
Big time shot. He was covered up.
Nelson and Broom do battle on the baseline. Broom wanted to go to his left, finally gets there. You can see him work hard to get there.
The 7th. Georgia, by the way, is somewhere out there in the cell phone lot circling. They
right.
could find their way into the airport and get through security.
Waiting for the call. Well, Mike White's got them playing really well. Williams, that soft touch.
Bruce Pearl and Nate Oates. And they demand their core values as well as anybody in the college game day after day after day. Oh, my!
Real dangerous time for the Crimson Tide, 66-48. And the crowd senses it. Mazzara got the arm of Sears.
Wood is my friend. He keeps his feet down. He keeps his feet alive.
Yeah.
Therefore, he's...
Sears knocks them both down. Header Friday night on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. They go right to Broom out of bounds, and it works again. They don't have an answer for Auburn size.
Williams and Broom now have combined for 39 points in this game.
Behind the back, that didn't work. Here's the run out. Broom is open underneath the alley-oop. And we'll have a foul. They had him good vision. And records underneath both of these teams should Auburn continue in the conference.
It's a league to see, from the venues, the talent, the coaching, the deep runs that are going to come out of this league in March Madness.
20-point lead. KT Johnson has literally been... He's thinking and he's talking and he's category tonight. Holloway pulls up. That's too strong. Loose ball this time goes to Alabama, and contact on the floor. Nelson and Moore collide. I think they got the foul on KT Johnson.
Well, the way Moore has gone about this game is a loose ball star.
Pretty much in the last couple of years, whether it be Brandon Miller, that. But you go 10-11 deep, that hasn't traditionally led to a deep run in any tournament, let alone the NCAA tournament. He's trying to turn the tide on that. Williams, had that halfway down.
The way all 11 guys guard is what makes this team right now.
Kentucky and Tennessee. Williams having a magical night, 22 points. Griffin sees a lane. That's a pretty tough driving layup.
Too fast. That's the most important thing.
You look great. So does the Auburn team tonight. You follow them really closely. They've made a living doing that, going inside all night.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Alabama said this be like barbecue chicken.
We tried to paint the picture of what it's like to play in this.
Played them. We're kind of like Oklahoma State, UCLA, Kansas State. I always tell people, there's nothing wrong with it. Auburn's a great school.
Oh boy, Nelson came right down on Leor Berman.
But I love our school, and we just want to beat the
TV. What would it be?
Well, the hardest about the players, but when they do stupid stuff, I got to talk bad about them, or they play bad. And so, Coach, is going to be, he's got to talk bad like that was not a good decision as a coach. So that's the hardest part. Well, Coach, like I say, there's two different avenues. I'm talking to the people at home, and I'm not talking to their family and friends. I criticize them.
Yeah.
I give you a perfect example. You know, I got a man crush on Dan Campbell.
Okay.
I love Dan Campbell. I want to meet Dan Campbell. But if you go back and look at that NFC Championship game, he had to kick that first field goal.
Yep.
Because that would have gave them a 3-possession lead. So that was the first mistake, size and coaches. But you know what? Coaches make mistakes. That doesn't make it wrong. They make mistakes.
They're human, followed
Yes.
by Nelson there.
Chuck, let me ask you this. The SEC, in my estimation, is as good of a league as we have in college basketball right now because of the depth of the league, the net rankings, all those.
The second best conference. But the thing that's fun, exciting tournament, because, you know, Jamie, you know this. It's kind of like the NBA game. The NBA game has become a bunch of little guys playing against big guys.
Yep.
Big guys become irrelevant in fairness and honesty. If you can't guard little guys and big guys, but if you got a player who maximizes, when I was in Philadelphia, it was Derek Smith. I'm like, you know what?
If they're doing it, I'm doing it.
They're like, and the thing I love about them both, they would yell at me. They would yell at me.
Oh.
Yeah, they would yell at me if I didn't play well. And I'm a guy, but Derek Smith and Dan Marley and Kevin Johnson, college pros is, if your player's making $50 million, that's not a lot. Yeah,
That change it?
You know, I'm so glad you asked me that because we got to figure out something because I'm really concerned about college sports because, man, it's the wild, wild west out here right now. Listen, because, you know, I tell people, these young kids, the most important thing for these young kids is get a free education, especially with these young black kids. I think it's really important and significant.
Well, I think that's the narrative that they've been, man, it's just so much joy to be around.
Made it a little bit more competitive. Can they keep that going? Under 8 on the shot clock for Sears. The drive, the kick. Nelson needs it. Got it. Wow,
needed
the high arcing three.
One of the few times in Auburn or 3 for Nelson, and we got a ball game with 7 to go.
12-point game. Grant Nelson up to 15 points. Balanced scoring tonight for Alabama.
Hammered inside, right? Yeah.
Free throw line and taking 10 free throws. And this will be the 7th. And Cardwell knocks them both down. Basket to hit the rim, so the shot clock did reset. Blocked by Cardwell and the run out. K.D. Johnson to the hole. Up and in.
Ravi, it all starts though with Auburn's defense, I'm telling you. Their ability to choke off the drive one-on-one has been exceptional in this game. And I'm going to say it again against Alabama. If you guard the ball.
Just have 9 blocks tonight as a team. An unfriendly roll for Nelson.
And it feels like, to me, Auburn, like I said, in the second half, they've done a good job of playing all gas and some breaks.
Yes, I see
very,
that.
very important.
Williams has a lane. Broom, and it's a foul on Nelson. On 21 right now as he shoots a couple. Enormous in both. And the offensive rebound by Williams, who throws it up. He misses. Baker Mazzaro will get fouled. Dominican Republic.
And Bruce Pearl told us, and passion that I would, following his voice, his 2 hands. Nothing finesse at all when the ball's on the glass by the team in white.
They get Sears on the arm. Najee, thank you very much. Yeah, it has been a rough season for. Stevenson's 3, no good. Baker Mazzaro with the rip rebound, and they're going to get a foul on Alabama. Estrada.
What Bruce Pearl say earlier today. 5 most important games he's had as Auburn head coach was tonight coming in.
Goes down low. They get doubled. Griffin No good. Baker Mazzara gets it. He's got Broom with him. Tough bounce pass. Every time the whistle blows.
Spread they are, their three-point shooting ability, and they are tremendous at all 5 spots.
Broom knocks him. Incredible balancing act by Reitzel. Drive at the baseline. Broom came over. That's the goaltend. Out. Broom turns with 6 on the shot clock, and he misses. Sears, for a small guard, used his body. A&M and Missouri aren't being loose. We're at 73 now, trending towards 80.
If you haven't attempted a free throw in this game, you ain't trying.
Donaldson, the alley-oop to Cardwell. Pringle denied by the rim, then Baker Mazzara with a block. It'll be Auburn basketball. Unbelievable.
How clean has Auburn been? So good with the ball in the half court.
Up in Alabama, you pick one, and as soon as you pick one, you want to beat the other in anything.
Yeah.
Sears is able to get that to go, and now Mark Sears is at his season average.
Up to 2 losses. And they play LSU Saturday. Auburn goes to Florida. Just night after night after night. You're looking at a league just going to put 9, maybe 10 teams in the NCAA tournament. The net wins are right there in front of everybody remaining on their schedule.
Trey Donaldson's had a terrific game, and he feeds Jones, who will get fouled. Donaldson has really taken over that point guard spot, and tonight he has shined. Off a loss to Kansas State on Monday. That was at overtime, 75-70. Of course, Hunter Dickinson and company, and a Big 12 Sonic blockbuster game. Kansas, Baylor, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. Game day will be there. Cardwell the foul. Sears 22 points.
Have to guard the ball, not let Alabama get
Hawkins to go here in Auburn, Neville Arena. Last team to get a win on the road was Alabama. They're not going to get one tonight. It'll be 15 in a row for Auburn at home. As Mazzara throws it up after being fouled, he'll shoot 2.
Been tough. This SEC is this year. Different than others. And Auburn's shoot around today, just, it's not a trendy Final Four pick, Auburn right now. But keep an eye on Auburn. It's highly unlikely that this is the last meeting this year between these 2 teams.
80 free throws. That's 81.
Right there behind him in this league in year 1 to have the Rebels projected in that NCAA tournament.
Leo Berman, 8-2. And Tennessee just a game back, having.
Don't be surprised if Todd Golden's guys aren't in that.
First 100 on Alabama this season. Well, they may, because that is going to be free throws. Freshman at 6'3", 178. The second half has been a parade to the free throw line. 27 of the 44 have come from the stripe for Auburn. And a statement victory for the Auburn Tigers in front of a wild crowd in the jungle. They put up 99 and join Alabama in first place in the conference with 2 losses. Janai Broom and Jalen Williams, outstanding. For Jimmy Dykes, Scott Matthews, and our entire crew, I'm Carl Ravitch. They're